Roger Federer, I go back to the speech from time to time. He talked about at his graduation that he was doing a speech for that he won 80% of his matches, but only 54% of the points that he was in, meaning that 46% of the time, 46% of the serves that he was involved in, he lost. That's not a very big difference between him and the next guy, yet he won 80% of his matches. Why? Because he was able to stay in the moment. He was able to focus on the point that he was on rather than getting stuck in the past. So it was all mental for him. He had this mental stamina, this ability to just kind of learn from his mistakes and move through things quickly. And that was a difference between him and the next guy. Not the next guy was worse than him necessarily in terms of skill. It was just that the other guy, his opponent, tended to beat himself mentally more than he ever did physically, because he was concerned about the point that he just lost rather than the point that he was on that time, and then didn't stick with that long enough to be able to win the match time and time again. Roger figured that out, and he just kept pounding that to himself, and he stayed in the moment much more than the other guy did, which led to him winning 80% of his matches while only winning 54% of his points that he played in. So again, take that for what you will for the rest of your life too. Everything involved in your life is, can you stay in the moment now, or do you get hung up on the things that happened before that really you had no control over? The outcome is the outcome. You don't control that part. All you do is control the way you respond to that. So are you responding appropriately, or are you getting stuck in the past and letting everything else defeat you? Hope that helps.